Hey guys, my name is Miss Kayla and I'm the club director at Admiral Oaks Boys and Girls Club. Today we'll be doing an art project inspired by Keith Haring. I'll first start off by giving you a little bit of information about who Keith Haring is. Keith Haring was born in Pennsylvania in 1958. He was drawing at an early age and he learned it from his father. Cartoons were a big influence on him, and he sharpened his skills when he went to school for commercial art in 1976, but figured out quickly that it wasn't for him. He then worked on his own to develop his own style of art, and he even had his own solo exhibit in 1978. He moved to New York City and enrolled in the School of Visual Arts, and it was here that he found the place he felt at home. The artists there not only did their art at school but took it to the streets. His art became something that you could see in the subways and on the streets in the city, and he felt compelled to be a public artist, not just one who puts their work in a museum. He became very popular in the 1980s when he could be found drawing on the subway walls and ceilings. People became used to seeing his artwork and he called it his laboratory. His style of outlining became one that we instantly recognize today. He opened his own shop called the Pop Shop in 1986 where the walls were covered with his art and you could purchase merchandise with the iconic images on it. Drawing workshops for kids, and also did work to help many great foundations for children and adults. Sadly, he died in 1990 at too young of an age, but his legacy lives on. These are some of the examples of what kids have done, what you guys will also do. So the first thing you're going to need is all white sheets of paper. The next thing you're going to need is colored pencils, crayons, or one of my favorites, markers. So what you want to do is get a sheet of white paper and draw two lines. One down the middle and one going this way. You're going to put your figures in each four of the boxes. So for your figures, you want to imagine the poses or even have someone at your house doing the poses for you. And if you have trouble with the cartoon shapes of the figures, you can draw a stick figure first and then draw around it to get the shape. You would then have to erase the stick figure part. So try to trace or draw a little lightly. If you would like to trace, you can also find images by typing in Keith Haring into Google. So for my project, I made a lot of different small figures in each of the boxes. I try to have fun with it, you know. A lot of my figures are doing different moves, dancing, and things like that. You can make your figures go in whatever position you want them to be, as long as you're being creative with it. I also have more examples. So you see how this figure is kind of breakdancing. This one is, it looks like he's kind of praising God, you know, things like that. You can really have fun with it. And I think a very special feature to your picture is adding the little black lines to it. That's really the best part about Keith Haring's photos. He makes these simple pictures, but he magnifies them in a way with the little lines. Something so simple can make or break an image like this. And here are some more examples of what other kids have done. So you guys can really have fun with this and be creative.